Hello, welcome to 4 Minutes Closer to God. My name is Doug. Today I wanted to discuss the second coming of Christ. Second coming does require many 4 minute segments to go over. There are teachings and entire books and encyclopedias about the subject, so we'll just touch on a few things. The first topic that I wanted to get into was the fact that the Son does not know when he will return. And so we have a second coming of Jesus, uh, the second person of the Trinity, God the Son, who will be instructed by God the Father when to return. And it's interesting to note that the Son does not know everything, even though he is God. And so, how literally we take this would depend on really knowing inside the mind of God to be able to understand that. But for us now, the cultural and historical framework of the idea is helpful. And so, in that time, when a young man, the bridegroom or prospective bridegroom, was going to get married, he would find his virgin bride, prospective bride, and he would begin arrangements with the family to begin their life together. And so, in this case, the son would build a home, typically attached to the father's house, and that place would be where the life of the two would begin together. And so the son, being anxious to be with his bride, would hurry through the project. We can see this anticipation in modern day signals and uh, symptoms of marriage and even the problem of sex before marriage. But Jesus was being held by the Father to complete the project. In my Father's house are many dwelling places. So he was creating this dwelling place in order to have a place, a fit place for the marriage feast, the feast of the Lamb, where the bridegroom and the bride are uh, in this consummation state, which for us is the physical side, but for them it's deeply spiritual. And so we look forward to that time. And the son, in building this home from the historical framework, would need the father to say, yes, it is completed. Now you can go. And so the son does not know when the project is completed in such a way that he could then go get his bride and bring her back for the marriage feast, and then for the bridegroom, the best friend of the bridegroom, to stand outside the door and say, the marriage is completed. And so we have in John that example, and we have Jesus as the son not knowing when his project of building the place for his bride is completed. And so God the Son, absent of this knowledge, is waiting for the Father to say, it is now the time, the day and the hour upon which you are able to go and gather back your bride. And so in this historical framework, we get a sense of what God the Son is doing in preparation for us to join him.